Let's look at the top headlines first. A camping cum educational tour to Wilong Kulin and Yang Kulin flag off. Prime Minister Modi and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina jointly unveiled Unit 1 of Maitri Super Thermal Power Project. And India reports 4,417 new COVID cases, records lowest single rise in 3 months. Active COVID cases have further declined to 52,336. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play a part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. A camping cum educational tour to Wilong Kulin and Yang Kulin organized by the Free Fly Northeast on the theme Inkhatlakli ba Chhatra Singh the vocational training piba tour taudana education piba amadi Thainagi history Khangminaba was flagged off today from Kangla Western Gate in Imphal. The Free Fly Northeast said today is the auspicious occasion of Hegru Hidongba. The event would be an opportunity to make the Hill Valley relationship stronger. It also said the tour participants would spread an awareness to stop the use of plastic.
Ningthogi Chatnabida, Manipur gi damakta, Puari dagi Sagonaraga Laaba, Manipur gi damakta, Kaini Chakot Horang, Amadi Ing Tapna Pan, Bagam to like Ramagado festival, ritual festival, Amo Banina, Numisida in a Sinzari Kagan, Singta Mani Naksana Bamadi Manipurda, Shmina Koyam Vese, Pumna Makini Hyper Pandamama the Puraga, Adagi Timna, plastic free high tarega. Reduce the use of plastic and plastic season of Second Handarasi, pollution, to control the Wangam Nabaina, Sinjaba, Kanomo, Turamo, say camping plus educational tour, Nequing Sisa Dorise, Adugama Pamna, Wilong Kulen, the Noma de Sixta, Hikru Dungunumita, Lega, de Sevenda, Yankulende, Rogakoidum Hanzaran.
ELITETV yang tak beri semua mataram. Ukcari baru yang aku ingin kasih lagi hauraga koi lamkoi concert haiba series mu matang matang naik nak yang dah koi sanung nak orang tahu dere. Kasih si ahan koi nak lesak kedua besia koi yang kulen amusung Wilong dani Imphal dia di seng laba kang ngalai pabrik muang dani lejari besia koi Free Fly Northeast nasil laga. Hai riba koi hekul hidong bangasi si hekul hidong mana bini hekul hidong mana miska mai lena nak koi hai riba yang kulen amadi tu Wilong lesak kedua bini na baru yang aku lagi Manipur ki manung hanjin jaga da leriba singasi and explore tawna ba adugi pantu sapuni koi mi kumshagi matakda koi nupa ni tikun na saruk yari ahan ba khongchan ni kamai tawna auji koi ayuki pumni pan ta ga ba mi taraga phumdoi wali masdagi chala kanda apam jo da pumya changba pumki majaba kari das na kari to ba madu me am ke kare tam da pumki mathang ngam na koi ken ta ga na photo tage so viewers let us go.
Chanu Nature Cure and Yoga Wellness Center Thoubal Wangkim in association with Bharat Swabhiman Trust and Patanjali Yoga Samiti Thoubal District organized a one-day free medical camp at Bangthoibi Shanglen, Yaripok, Nongpok, Sekmai Patanjali Yoga Center Thoubal today. In the camp, blood pressure, weight and blood sugar tests were conducted to around 40 yoga practitioners of Nongpok Sekmai Yoga Center by a medical team led by Dr. K.H. Panthoy in charge of Chanu Nature Cure and Yoga Wellness Center, Bharat Swabhiman Trust and Patanjali Yoga Samiti Thoubal District in charge. K.H. Thoibamite said yoga instructor and Imphal East Yuva in charge, Konjengbam Himanta and Lei Rongthel Lingjel Gram Panchayat nominee Pradhan Salam Kumar also took part in the camp. Komal and Kumari Foundation Manipur, in association with VYDO Club Kaibulam Jau, organized felicitation cum distribution of K&K scholarship to meritorious students and inauguration of free coaching for students of Kaibulam Jau Thanga Assembly Constituency at Kaibul Primary School, Kaibul Mayai Lekai yesterday. Komal and Kumari Foundation Manipur Chairman Uttom Kumar Ningthaujam, Kaibul Atom Yaima Junior High School Headmaster T. Tomba, retired Headmaster S. Ibotombi, retired Inspector of Schools N. Manichandra, Kaibul Primary School Headmaster H. Chauba attended the function as Presidium members. Komal and Kumari Foundation Manipur's K&K scholarships, cash rewards and citations were distributed to 47 students of Kaibulam Jau who had passed the Class 10 and 12 examinations 2022 in First Division. A free coaching center for Class 9 and 10 under Thanga Assembly Constituency was also inaugurated during the function.
Sarkari thaba khatang natana private opportunity mayam ama lei private opportunity singsida grow tawraga Facebook ai gi manaba mayam ama Facebook te thabak tawi akoina Facebook paraga menari bise Facebook company de thabak tawi manaba mayam ama lei Google de thabak tawi manaba mayam ama lei aduna noina matik charaga di ai gi biodata je Facebook tam da thabi ko Facebook ki engineering team da thabi ko Google engineering team da thabi ko haibada aina thalo dum ngam ko adagi aina kitang thaja ba leiba ngang oirgadi ma sa aina first round interview tawrabne aina yani haiba ngang ne nang si yengo haibada imana bising duna dum respect tawdu ko aduna asigumagi opportunity ki possibility se mayam leiraga center lo wiraba kitang advice phajana pibiraba nangi skill bi matungina somda satta yani ne kitang direction do pibiraba
Relating to the Foundation Day of Indigenous Peoples Association of Kanglekpak IPAC, a simple program of presenting a gift hamper to the inmates of the Langol Old Age Home was held at the office of the Langol Old Age Home yesterday. Speaking to the program, IPAC President K.S. Somarendro said the association is one of the leading associations in several protests for the rights of the indigenous peoples since it was established in 2014 and will continue to take part in the unity protest and will stand for the people. The program was organized in the old age home so as to be little helpful to the difficulties faced by the elders due to the COVID pandemic, he added.
Manipur lay Kudimuna, Makaka Miam, Halaman, lay all his conscience, with Mating Pang, what of our man said. When if I'm only have to Kalakan, with Mating Pang in the sea, a passy, Legitakana, in she would know to the Nunda of the court. But the minor Kalakana, with Legitakana, one a Palitakana, Halaman, she would not know. Malingiduna, a Mahin, the Huna. And we don't answer. She gave me she don't okay, a friend of Mating Pangaba, my area of living Mating Pang.
A one-day discussion program on roles and responsibilities of civil society in conflict situation of Manipur will be held on 8 September, organized by League of Indigenous People, LIP, and LIP convener Rakesh Moranthim in a press conference held at Manipur Press Club yesterday. Speaking to media persons, Rakesh Moranthim said many renowned persons and resource persons of both hills and valley of our state will take part in the program. He appealed to all the civil society organizations and students' organizations to extend support in making the discussion program successful.
Indigenous people are sinjariba one day discourse asida lamdam asida leiba ato civil society organization sing maira pai sing satra gi lup sing loin na club sing busu thoromasibu mapung phan biyo thoromasibu saru ya biyo haina media gi thong da haijari loin na thoromasi sin na bhona bada financial problem laibana maram oibna League of Indigenous People na miyam dagi mating ni bada miyam na so harau harau mating PPU haidana media gi tong da haijari League of Indigenous People na senjari bi thoram masi miyam punu makini miyam gi yaugana League of Indigenous People kaktana batam sangna thorum to ngam gi thona pangal leijate ana lepak miyam na loina na ato civil society organization sing ne so pung thogor bi thona pangal happy haidana ngasi.
The All Manipur Municipality Employees and Workers Union AMME and WU has announced temporary suspension of its cease work strike after talks with the authorities concerned. The union has been on cease work strike from August 27, demanding payment of their salaries pending for the last 6 months. Union President S. Robin Singh announced the temporary withdrawal of their strike from today till September 25th during a press meet at the Thoubal Municipal Council Office Complex yesterday. He said the talks with representatives of AMME and WU and Mahud director at the latter's office were fruitful after assurance that the pending salaries of the urban local body employees would be cleared soon. He added that the union would be forced to continue with the strike if the salaries were not paid by September 25th.
Union ki music loina na khan matam da respected director mohunna ai koi tolop se tha kuting sang nai na pi ragani thajaba thambirak pa du loina na khai ba tolop se tha tok se pi bigani thajaba thambirak pa ki tu matung ina ai koi na hai diba style se respected road director bu ikai kunba utolina ai koi na matam khara lagliba tang tu dai pe ho se ya si wa style si ai koi na tang Hariba tang si koi na ngasi da hayeng dagi hawduna koi hariba si wa isai se koi matam khara koi handuk sare hariba tang kun ga manga phawi manunda hana ge koi ki unity kun ga taruki main functionary horiba haiba staff salary si bithok pina ba mari ga department khudimak ta koi na su hananum sari haiba tang kun manga phaw lagiba tang manga phawi manunda pidra gadi hana ge koi ki si wa isai se Makasa Tazagani, Duloina, Manipur government, Koigi. They will be Kundataruki, the praise will Sibiraga, I quit Tataru, Polo Tolibasi, before Pinadaba, I quit Miam.
The Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, DESAM, has said that it would not accept the results of the entrance test for Diploma in Elementary Education, DEIED, conducted at diet centers under the SCERT, as the total marks scored by the candidates were not announced. Addressing a press conference at its Kwakatail head office, DESAM's Education and Academic Affairs Secretary Tate Somolowang said his organization has put a ban on the admission counseling for DEIED scheduled on Wednesday till there is clarity on the total marks scored by the candidates. Stating that the SCERT also ignored the agreement that consolidated marks should be provided to the candidates, Somol the DESAM's ban on the council to bring in transparency in the examination and the system. He warned that it would be the responsibility of principals of diet examination centers and the admission committee if they defy the ban.
Masi tawbigan oja masi akon haijari bese tawbiyo masi miyam gini mairo miyam gi wakat ni mairo miyam gi paujel ni akon lejari bese masi mairo gini haidana ikoina haija ki ba laikra bese masi tawbibagi mahutta selection list ta consolidated list amadi aikoi gi mark se kaya phangi habasi yawon tholak pasina maram morakanda desamna masi gi 3 September 2022 gi thokiba notice gi matungina koi gi hayeng matang koi gi date 7 September 2020 ga 2 asida aikoi gi mogi admission with counseling tawgani haidana koi gi thorang lebase khudak ta gi athing ba thamle masi akoi makata na akoi gi counseling amadi admission se tawba yaroi chatna ba yaroi akoi gi consolidated list aduga phangiba mark se masi theto matungda makata na masi gi counseling admission chathabi ga dabani masi gi manung dadi akoi gi admission with counseling se masi tawbada desam na athing ba thamme makha chathaba yaroi habasini diet center se masi di diploma in elementary education haiba sigum masi dai akoi gi oja sing se masi gi train tawgadoribani oja ore gadoribani oja haiba se mahiro kya bu khunai bu sem gadoriba dugumba akoi gi oja ore gador miyoi singa train tawm oibani na masi dadi yana transparency leina thabak tawbiu yam transparency leina magi selection process tawbiu haidana desam thamjagi bo afam sing ase tawbiraktaba tawbidaba se masina maram arkanda athing ba se thamakpani athing
Residents of Kairao Makting and office bearers of the Coordinating Committee for Justice to Kairao Makting Gram Panchayat Ward number 12 member MD Riyajuddin demanded that all antisocial elements who filed fake allegations against the ward member should be booked by authorities concerned. The president of the Coordinating Committee, MD Nijamuddin, said Riyajuddin was arrested after an FIR was filed at the behest of these antisocial elements. To demand justice for Riyajuddin, a Maira rally was also held at Kairao Makting, he added. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after a short break.
The pinnacles of success. Get enrolled to one of the finest schools in Northeast India, UNACO School, Excellence in Education.
Khanghanjaba Notice asna maram moiduna khanghanjari madudi Imphal Municipal Corporation ki manungda laiba property singi mapu oiriba sarkar gi amadi lanai gi lamsing amadi building sing GIS based property mapping amasung ethnic property identification number UPIN same naba yumthom khudingi oiba property ki survey ama pangthok charagani survey asina lam amasung building adugi mapu pak pachauba photo number na chingba akupa machak sing khomjagani maram asina mapu oiriba singna makhoi gi mamal yamlaba mateng pibi raktuna amasung property singi asengba achumba amadi chap chaba machak singa loinana sarkar na piba saktak che natraga pan card natraga voter ID natraga Aadhaar card number na chingba singa loinana PBU Khanghanjariba Municipal Commissioner Imphal Municipal Corporation Notification It is hereby notified for information for all property owners, government and private of lands and buildings situated in the Imphal Municipal Corporation area that a door-to-door survey of all the properties shall be conducted for preparation of GIS-based property mapping and allocating of unique property identification number UPIN for each property. The survey would be collecting all data pertaining to land and building, measurement, photograph, etc. Therefore, all owners are requested to extend their valuable cooperation and provide accurate and complete information of the property along with proof of identity issued by competent authority of central, state, public sector undertakings or PAN card or voter ID or Aadhaar card, etc. Notified by Municipal Commissioner, Imphal Municipal Corporation.
Welcome back, you're watching ELITETV English News. A team of Thoubal Commando has arrested a drug peddler along with heroin powder from Khangabok, Thoubal district yesterday around 4:30 p.m. The arrested person has been identified as Songtak Lalkumar Waife, 37 years, son of Songtak Lamlainmang Waife of More Ward number 2, Technopal district. According to police sources acting on an input from 16 Assam Rifles, the commando team led by additional SP operations Thoubal O Wangkumba and assisted by OC Commando Thoubal Inspector N. Sadananda Singh and under the supervision of SP Thoubal Jogesh Chandra Hobijam, arrested a drug peddler coming in a Maruti Eco van silky silver in color, bearing registration number MNO3 P1920 along with 11 soap cases containing suspected heroin powder weighing 146.1 grams. The arrested person and the seized articles, including the vehicle, are handed over to Thoubal Police Station and a case has been registered for further investigation, the source added. Dengue cases in More continue to climb. With 2 more dengue positive cases reported yesterday, the total cases has reached to 147 so far. The 2 dengue positive cases were detected while running tests at KRS and AA Diagnostic at More Hospital. It is reported that the 2 dengue positive detected persons are 1 from Mission Veng More and 1 from Indo-Myanmar Friendship Gate number 2 area. Meanwhile, Special Malaria Unit More under the supervision of District Malaria Officer Technopal has taken up precautionary measures as well as smoke fogging at the dengue positive detected areas. As of now, there are 5 active cases of dengue positive in More, a report said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina today jointly unveiled Unit 1 of the Maitri Super Thermal Power Project following bilateral and delegation-level talks in Delhi. The project is being constructed under India's concessional financing scheme. It will add 1,320 MW to Bangladesh national grid. Issues related to connectivity, energy, water sources, trade and investment, border management and security, development, partnership, and regional and multilateral matters were on the agenda of the talks. 7 agreements, including on water resources, railways, science and technology, space technology, were exchanged following the talks. This includes an MOU between Prasar Bharati and Bangladesh Television on cooperation in the field of broadcasting. In his press statement, Prime Minister Modi announced that an important agreement on water sharing from the Kushiara River has been signed today. This will benefit southern Assam in India and Sylhet region in Bangladesh. He said that they also stressed on cooperation against terrorism and fundamentalism. He expressed confidence that India and Bangladesh ties will touch new heights. He said bilateral trade is growing rapidly and Bangladesh is today India's largest development partner and largest trade partner in the region. He said across Asia, India is the biggest market for exports from Bangladesh. To further expedite this progress, India will soon initiate discussions on a bilateral economic comprehensive partnership agreement. He stated that India and Bangladesh have decided to increase cooperation in sectors like IT, space and nuclear energy, which are of interest to the younger generations. He added that both nations will also continue to cooperate on climate change and on preserving common heritage like the Sundarbans. Speaking on the occasion, the Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina appreciated Prime Minister Modi's visionary leadership, saying that it continues to provide added momentum to bilateral relations. She said India is the most important and closest neighbor of Bangladesh. She added that India-Bangladesh bilateral relations are known to be a role model for neighborhood diplomacy. Earlier this morning, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was accorded ceremonial welcome at Rashtrapati Bhavan. She arrived on a 4-day visit to India yesterday. Speaking to media on the occasion, the Bangladesh Prime Minister said India is a friend and recalled the contribution India has made during liberation war of her nation. She hoped that today's discussion will be fruitful and added that the main aim is to develop economically and also fulfill the basic needs of people. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina also paid her respect to Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced a new initiative, the development and upgradation of 14,500 schools across the country under the Pradhan Mantri Schools for Rising India PM Shri Yojana. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi said these PM Shri schools will become model schools which will encapsulate the full spirit of national education policy. The PM Shri schools will have a modern, transformational and holistic method of imparting education. Mr. Modi said he is certain that the PM Shri schools will further benefit lakhs of students across the country in the spirit of national education policy. He said emphasis will be given on a discovery-oriented, learning-centric way of teaching. Prime Minister said the focus will also be on modern infrastructure, including latest technology, smart classrooms, sports, and more. He said the national education policy has transformed the education sector in the recent years. India recorded a decline in daily COVID-19 cases for the 3rd consecutive day, with the country logging 4,417 new infections in the last 24 hours, according to Union Health Ministry data updated today. Yesterday, the country reported for 5,910 cases. The active cases in the country have further declined to 52,336, while the death toll has climbed to 5,28,030. with 23 fatalities, the data updated showed. A total number of recoveries in the country stands at 4,38,86,496. The active cases comprises 0.12% of the total infections, while the recovery rate currently stands at 98.69%. The weekly case positivity rate came out to be 2.06%, while the daily positivity rate is 1.20%. As many as 3,67,490 COVID samples were tested in the last 24 hours. A total of 88.77 crore samples have been tested in the country so far. Under the nationwide vaccination drive, 19,93,670 doses of COVID vaccines were administered in the last 24 hours, making the total number of vaccine doses jabbed so far to 213.72 crore. Meanwhile, more than 201.93 crore vaccine doses have been provided to states and union territories so far through Government of India and through direct state procurement category. More than 5.15 crore balance and unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states and union territories to be administered, the Health Ministry said. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's look at the top headlines once again. A camping cum educational tour to Wilongkulin and Yangkulin flagged off. Prime Minister Modi and Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina jointly unveil Unit 1 of Maitri Super Thermal Power Project. And India reports 4,417 new COVID cases, records lowest single-day rise in 3 months. Active COVID cases have further declined to 52,336. That's all for now. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great day.